Chrisley's ex reveals real truth about Nanny Fay. Chrisley's ex-wife, Alexis Wilby, recently guest starred on a YouTube channel managed by a woman named Dana Wilkie. During her appearance on the podcast, Chrisley's ex spilled all sorts of tea on the family. Amid the conversation, Dana Wilkie admits she feels as though she's been duped and cheated by the Chrisley family. As the conversation progressed, Dana asked Chrisley's ex-wife if she had any tea to spill on Nanny Fay. Todd Chrisley's mother, Nanny Fay, is perhaps the most beloved member of the family. But what is she like in real life? Alexis Wilby was more than happy to spill the truth on Nanny Fay. Chrisley's ex reveals real truth about Nanny Fay. Dana Wilkie tells Chrisley's ex that Nanny Fay is a fan favorite. Everyone loves her. But what did Alexis Wilby think of Chrisley's grandmother? What is Nanny Fay like when the cameras aren't rolling? Shockingly, Alexis Wilby had nothing but good things to say about Nanny Fay. She admitted that Nanny Fay is the same precious gem fans see on television in real life. Alexis Wilby says she feels bad for Nanny Fay. She believes she got a raw deal being part of such an evil family. Alexis Wilby adds that Nanny Fay is such a kind and giving person. She, however, also believed Nanny Fay is the reason Todd is so rotten. Chrisley's ex-wife clarified that Nanny Fay could never see the bad in her son. Because of the incredible person she was, she looked past all of Todd's faults. So the major issues in his personality were never corrected. And Alexis Wilby believes that is a large part of why Todd is the way he is. Where is Todd's mother right now? Unfortunately, Chrisley Knows Best fans have not had a recent update on Nanny Fay. While Chase did confirm she was cancer-free, she hasn't popped up on social media much these days. Nanny Fay was a guest star on Lindsay's podcast a while back. During the podcast episode, it was revealed Nanny was living with Lindsay. Fans were a bit upset that Savannah and Chase seemingly cast Nanny aside with their parents behind bars. Nanny Fay did make an appearance on Chrisley's Instagram a while back. It appeared as if he was picking her up from some sort of meeting or appointment. Fans thought the video was adorable as Nanny Fay gave Kyle a hard time for picking her up in a giant truck. Now, Savannah Chrisley did warn that ex-wives were looming with lies on her Instagram stories a while back when she addressed rumors of a documentary. So fans wonder if she was referring to Kyle's ex-wife when she made that claim. For years, Nanny Fay Chrisley has been the beloved matriarch of the Chrisley family, known for her sharp wit, Southern charm, and a knack for stealing the spotlight with her sassy one-liners and candid antics on the hit show Chrisley Knows Best. Fans have adored her quirky humor and her role as the rock-solid foundation of the Chrisley clan. But recently, in an explosive revelation, Chrisley's ex-wife, Alex Harris, has claimed that there's more to Nanny Fay than what fans see on TV. In an exclusive interview with a popular tabloid, Alex opened up about the complexities of Nanny Fay's character and shared startling truths that had long been hidden behind the family's picture-perfect public image. According to Alex, Nanny Fay's warm and bubbly persona is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the matriarch's real personality. "I think people are only seeing one side of her," Alex began, her voice steady but filled with a mix of frustration and disbelief. Nanny Fay is a woman of many faces. She's not always the sweet, Southern grandmother everyone thinks she is. I've seen her get angry, manipulative, and controlling, especially when it comes to her family. And I'm not talking about the normal grandma stuff either. I mean real, cold manipulation. For years, Nanny Fay's relationship with her children and grandchildren has been depicted as loving and supportive. She often appears on the show as a wise figure, offering advice or delivering cheeky commentary on her son Todd's high-strung antics. But Alexa's words suggest a much more complicated dynamic behind closed doors, particularly when it came to Kyle, her ex-husband's relationship with his own mother. "I remember a time when Kyle was really struggling with addiction, and instead of helping him, Nanny Fay enabled him," Alex confided. "She's very good at playing the sweet little old lady card, but when it comes to tough love, she's nowhere to be found." It was like she was more concerned about how things looked on TV than actually stepping in and helping him get better. She turned a blind eye to the things that needed to be addressed, all to protect her image and the family brand. Nanny Fay's critics have often pointed to the fact that her relationship with Todd is one of the closest in the family, with the two frequently seen working together and maintaining a constant bond. However, Alex suggests that Todd's closeness to his mother isn't always a positive influence on his own relationships, especially when it comes to Kyle. Todd and Nanny Fay have this unspoken power dynamic. Todd loves being the center of attention, and Nanny Fay knows how to keep him in the spotlight, Alex continued. But when it came to Kyle, it was a different story. She would subtly pit Kyle against Todd, making Kyle feel like he wasn't good enough for her approval. It was a constant game of manipulation, and it wore on Kyle for years. The tension between the Chrisley brothers is well known, but Alexa's revelation sheds new light on the deeper roots of their strained relationship. According to Alex, Nanny Fay's influence on Todd has contributed to his overbearing control over the family business and Kyle's alienation from the family. Whenever Kyle would try to get his life back on track, Nanny Fay would make him feel guilty. She'd tell him things like, "You know Todd's the one who really knows how to make this family money," or "Todd's the one who always gets it right." She would put him down, making him feel like he could never live up to Todd's standard, and I saw that take a toll on him, Alex said, her voice tinged with sadness. But it wasn't just about money. It was about Nanny Fay keeping her power, keeping things in her control. Although Nanny Fay's tough love approach may seem like a hallmark of traditional Southern motherhood, Alex argues that her behavior goes beyond what is acceptable. She painted a picture of a woman who, despite her public image, could be emotionally distant and manipulative. "The thing with Nanny Fay is that she's very good at hiding her true intentions," Alex said, her tone growing more serious. "She knows how to play the part of the loving grandmother and make you feel like you're the problem when things go wrong. But behind the scenes, she's orchestrating everything. She's like the puppet master pulling the strings, and it was always about making sure her family stayed in line with the image she wanted to project." As the conversation shifted to Kyle's struggles with his father Todd's expectations, Alex was quick to point out that Nanny Fay's influence was not always the loving support people assumed it to be. It's like she wanted to keep him in this box. She never let him grow or become his own person. She needed him to be dependent on her and Todd, so they could keep their brand strong, Alex said, her voice heavy with emotion. "I think that's what really hurt Kyle the most, the realization that his family didn't have his back when he needed them the most." But despite the betrayal Alex felt, she also recognized that Nanny Fay's behavior was likely a result of a deeper insecurity that came with her role in the family. "I think Nanny Fay's scared," Alex admitted. "She's scared of losing the status she's worked so hard for. The show, the fame, it's all she's known for a long time. And I think that fear drives a lot of her decisions. She doesn't want anything or anyone rocking the boat, especially when it comes to her children." For her part, Nanny Fay has not publicly responded to Alex's accusations, and the Chrisley family remains as tight-knit as ever in the public eye. However, Alexa's revelation has sparked a new wave of intrigue about the true nature of the Chrisley family dynamic, leaving fans wondering whether they've been duped by the polished facade of reality television. Nanny Faye isn't the angel everyone thinks she is, Alex concluded. She's got a darker side that people just don't see. And maybe, just maybe, it's time for the truth to come out.